anxiety. My anxiety and I have what I like to call a love-hate relationship. You see, my anxiety makes me love the people who I hate. And it also makes me hate the people who I love. And sometimes it makes me love to hate the people who I hate to love, and it even makes me hate to love the people who I love to hate. If my anxiety and I had a relationship status on Facebook, it would say it's complicated. My anxiety and I like to go out to dinner sometimes. We sit down over a nice romantic meal, and then anxiety surprises me with something completely out of the blue. Like this one time, my anxiety convinced me that the chicken I was eating definitely had the secret ingredient that I was unknowingly allergic to that would give me anaphylactic shock and kill me. My anxiety even came to the bathroom with me as I opened my mouth and I stared at my tongue and I said to my anxiety, "Anxiety, did this look swollen to you?" And my anxiety said, "Yes, that your tongue was getting bigger even though there was clearly no signs of growth, and that soon I would stop breathing and I would die." I told my anxiety I didn't like its surprises very much. My anxiety likes to help me get dressed in the morning. It helps me pick out my outfits. When I ask my anxiety how I look, it proceeds to comment on the size of my love handles and the top I put on. I tell my anxiety to not be so harsh, so it makes it up to me by commenting on my brand new double chin, with the added touch of explaining how my muffin top has now become the size of a pound cake. That was the time I almost broke up with my anxiety. My anxiety loves to travel with me. There was this one time my anxiety and I went on a bus ride together from London to Cardiff. As I took my seat third row down on the aisle side, my anxiety thought it would be a great idea to remind me of the 13 bus crashes that happened on the exact route that anxiety insisted I research prior to booking my journey. The person sitting next to me suddenly morphed into the shape of my mother as I said goodbye to all the people that I loved and thanked them for the time that we spent together. My anxiety and I like to do yoga together, to get some peace and quiet my mind. As I inhale in my downward dog, my anxiety exhales out, and I must stay away from those chocolates, honey. Mother Nature called and wants her thunder back, and your thighs have gotten stolen written all over them. My anxiety tries to comfort me when it makes me upset. It slowly walks up to me, glaring me in the eyes like a mother tiger protecting its cub. I can feel it coming. I can feel the sensations of its presence begin at the bottom of my toes, sliding into my feet like needles, prickling exposed skins. Anxiety starts knocking at my door, but I tell it I'm busy. Anxiety doesn't listen. The needles continue climbing up through my body and inside of my lungs until suddenly they become claws, clenching onto my bones. Anxiety, you can't come in right now, but anxiety doesn't listen. Anxiety tells me to stop worrying. Anxiety, don't you understand that telling someone with anxiety not to worry is like telling a human being to stop breathing? It works momentarily, but the inevitability of it always makes it come back. I feel its hand on my chest going up and down and up and down. I put my fingers underneath my nose to make sure there's still air coming out, but I still can't breathe. I am drowning in a pool filled with endless thoughts my mind has created. I try to touch my foot to the bottom, but it just keeps on getting deeper and deeper into the ground below me, sinks in the dark abyss of tears and fears and angers and pain. Anxiety, you make me afraid to die, but more importantly, you make me afraid to live. Like any love-hate relationship, there's always something to be learned from the experience. Here's what I've learned from my relationship with my anxiety. Anxiety, you have taught me more than any book, newspaper, or journal ever has. You've challenged me to get outside of my comfort zone. You push me to face what scares me. You inspire me to be fearless in the pursuit of what sets my soul on fire. You've taught me that I am okay. You remind me that happiness doesn't mean having everything I want and being problem-free. You help me express gratitude towards those who care for me. You encourage me to love myself unconditionally, to be my own best friend, cheerleader, and supporter. You've taught me that I am okay. You remind me that in this very moment, my heart is beating, my lungs are breathing, I have food in my stomach, a roof over my head, and people who care for me, that my life has a purpose. And I matter not because of the job I have, the clothes I wear, or the place I live, but simply because I am living, I matter. You've taught me that I am okay. So anxiety, the next time I acceptingly take you into my arms and hug you close to my body, remember, it's not because I love you, and it's not because I hate you, or because I love the way you make me hate you and hate the way you make me love you. It's because you are a part of me, and you always will be what makes me, me. Thank you.